I, like most people, enjoy going to the movies. Not even rowdy kids and people who don't know how to turn off their phones is going to get in the way of a good time. Also, the cost of tickets, too. There, I said it. Are you happy? Today, I'm going to talk about my experiences in movie theaters. Like moments that happened during the time of watching the movie, or things that really changed me. I'll start things off with an early experience. When I was little, my dad and I went to go see a movie together. And what was this movie? Why, none other than Real Steel. You guys remember this movie? I do. I remember it. I was happier then. Who doesn't love seeing robots box each other? My dad and I had a great time with this movie. And I think it's the first PG-13 movie I've ever seen. I've only been used to PG movies at this point. At least it was until I saw Avengers Age of Ultron. I was in 5th grade, I saw the commercials for it all the time, and I thought, let's do that. And since then, we were there for every other movie. Civil War, Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, all the way up to Infinity War and Endgame. Those movies were straight up events. And I'm glad I got to experience them. It was a long road to get to these two movies. If you watch a Marvel movie during a weekend and you go back to school on Monday, you have something to talk about. Man, you saw that movie? Dude, I envy you, bro. Man, you're so cool for trying to keep up with these movies just like the rest of us. Why am I making a fake school fantasy at age 20? When did my life go so wrong? Actually, you know what? I just remembered something. Do you guys remember A Sponge Out of Water? I was in elementary when this movie was coming out. I remember my dad saying that he would take me to see the movie if I got my grades up. I also want to mention that he's not a SpongeBob fan. So I got my grades up, we went to the movie theaters with my sisters, and let's just say, only 3 out of 4 people had a good time. Hi, how are ya? You ever have one of those rare moments in your life where you're at a movie theater and you're the only people inside the screening room? We went to go watch The Secret Life of Pets, and we were the only family in there. That means we can laugh as loud as we want, get excited as loud as we want, and overall have a good time. Now, what about the first movie that I saw by myself? Well, that was the Lego Ninjago movie. I saw this one because my dad let me go by myself while he took my sister to see another one. They went to go watch My Little Pony, and I did not want to see that. So I sat in one of the rows and enjoyed the show without anyone near me. I'll be honest, I like this movie a lot. Dude, the part where Garbodon says, "How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there." That gets me every time. And then, 1 year later, we were given Peak Fiction. I was excited for Into the Spider-Verse. The whole family went to go see it, and it was awesome. The leap of faith? Goosebumps every time. However, we sat in the very front, so... 5 years later, we get the second movie. We were hyped for this one. The story was so emotional and good. The animation was awesome to look at. We were on the edge of our seats. And then... the fire alarm in the theater starts going off. Yeah, some numbskull thought it'd be really funny to pull the fire alarm while movies were still playing. Which meant we had to start over. Went back in for a later showing and started from the beginning. One last time. Yeah, that was kinda corny and predictable. This situation never happened again, thankfully, and hopefully never again. Alright, last story, on the New Year's Eve of 2024. New Year's Eve was on Tuesday, and they were doing $5 Tuesdays in the movie theaters. So what movie would be perfect to end off the year? Sonic 3. I don't play the games, but I think the movie's awesome. The action, the music, it's all so good. It was the perfect way to end off the year, especially since it was nighttime. It was one heck of an experience. And that's all the stories that I have about going to the movie theaters. There wasn't really a point to this video, I just wanted an excuse to talk about the Spider-Verse story and the Ninjago movie. I guess I could just end things off by saying that movie theaters enhance the fun. Well, that's it for this video, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. See you all next time. Have a good day, folks.